Atom timekeeper again will need green at 5, amber at 6, and the red light at 7 minutes, please. Please help me welcome Aman Kapur, my complicated path of knowing. My complicated path of knowing, Aman Kapur.
As I was growing up, it was drilled in my mind that acquiring knowledge is going to be my path to happiness. It is going to empower me, actually open doors to my state of excellence. Therefore, I was forced actually to study physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, and what have you, and I was told that what would come in between me and my excellence is actually going to be the ability of my photographic memory. I actually found that very disappointing, and frankly, I was disgusted. Imagine what would that excellence be if it was all about memorizing information simply because that was knowledge. Fellow Toastmasters, I am actually referring to a scientific way of knowing. And in this, it is a set formula that governs it, and it has a methodology. Truly speaking, I was extremely bored in acquiring a scientific way of knowledge, because not only was the process very boring, but also application was not very enriching. Anyways, life went on, and I traveled, worked, and lived in various parts of the world, and that's when I met with lots of people from different backgrounds, cultures, and nationalities. And in my study of people, I learned two things. On the one hand, I found people to be different, diverse, and perhaps even complicated. On the other hand, I felt that people are very simple, straightforward, and perhaps very, very similar. It was this dichotomy in human nature that really excited me. Somewhere in my life, I also got attracted to the follow your heart rule, and that was my world of emotional knowledge. And in this, the heart governed, and it was the heart truly that expressed feelings like love, passion, fear, compassion, empathy, and perhaps even anger. But it was all this that was put together to create my world of emotional relationship. But I must confess here, despite my being collaborated with all these forms of knowing, I still felt that my journey was very incomplete, and I'll tell you why. It was simply because I truly believe that we all have a potential Charles Darwin in us, who actually romanced with his study of plant specimen. And it was this dedication and this passion that led to his brilliance and his mastery. And this is what I truly wanted to be, still want to be actually. Anyways, a few years ago, I bumped into an individual who's almost like a guru to me in a lot of ways. And I asked him a question, what is it that you would like to teach me? And he said, I would like to teach you the ability of knowing yourself. And I said, oh, I don't really need another individual to tell me who I am. I know exactly who I am. What are you even talking about? Anyways, I, on his advice, started meditating. And I meditated on a thought, actually a question. Who am I? Who am I? Initially, it's very funny, whenever I would meditate, I would associate myself as being a dad, a son, I'm a spouse, a financial planner, And that's about it, actually, nothing beyond that. Very recently, something very interesting happened while I was meditating. Very interesting. And actually what I experienced was absolutely blissful. It was beyond my being a dad, beyond my being a son, a financial planner, a spouse. I felt that I was in a domain which was comprising of infinite potential, actually. It was a plane which was timeless. It was in the present. It had no affiliations to the past. And there was no botheration with what's going to happen in the future. Where wealth was far beyond what I owned materialistically. Actually, wealth was a form of abundance, pretty much like the blades of the grass. Fellow Toastmasters, I am referring to a spiritual way of knowing. It is that form of knowing that I feel there lies true happiness, true excellence. It is this university of spirituality where there is you and the entire universe in a dynamic relationship, where it is not just about you being a drop in the ocean, but actually it is about the entire ocean, which is the universe, in this drop. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Aman. Please take a minute to write your comments. Madam Timekeeper, could you please give me the red light at 1 minute?